Panoramic lifestyle, a vision moves in all directions.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dopamine, a production of Panoramic Lifestyle Imagination Network. Oh my goodness. I always want to make sure I plug that though, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. There's a lot of content on there, so I want to make sure I plug it because they've been showing me a lot of support. Speaking of support, this is another episode that we have since we released our first two, and I have gotten so much support and encouragement, and I'm so freaking happy about it. So just thank you guys so much for tuning in. So with that being said, when it comes to support, I actually have one of my best friends here. She is wonderful, just an awesome individual. When it comes to support and encouragement, she's always there no matter what. I have Mandi Dyer here. Thank you so much for coming.
For having me.
With Mandi, I actually know her because of the Fit Mom, Crystal Lewis, that we had. We actually met during her Zumba class, and we've been friends ever since. So I wanted to bring her on because her fitness journey is hardcore, and considering the lifestyle that you have, so active, the fact that she can go ahead and squeeze that in is wonderful. So just tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, everyone. My name is Mandi Dyer. As Tawana said, we met through Zumba, through our friend Crystal, and it's just a little bit about myself. I'm a mom of 5 boys from the age of 20 to 6. So my boys are very active into sports and stuff. So I'm like, if they're so active, you always want to be like a role model to your kids. So I'm like, if they're out here doing it, mommy needs to get out here doing it.
Exactly.
I enjoy working out. I feel like it's just like a big stress reliever for me.
It is.
So that's mostly where my journey begins. Just I wanted to be a good role model for them,
Perfect.
even though they're more active than me, but still.
I don't know if that's even possible.
We're very competitive in our household.
So if anybody has seen the opening of Dopamine where the person who is doing the joyful spin at the beginning, this is Mandi here. I said that is probably my favorite part of the opening because you're getting it.
Girl, I love to dance.
Yes. So I wanted to bring it on just because you have had a wonderful fitness journey. When it comes to encouragement and motivation, I seriously look to you. I know at one point you were doing fit camps and stuff, where you were gathering the people together and bringing them on to exercise in the park, right? What made you even want to start doing that?
Well, a lot of it had to do with I wanted to reach out to the community. A lot of people, you would hear moms say, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to take my kids anyplace. I don't have time to go to the gym and pay daycare fees, or the daycare is not open when they need to be there. So I said, how about we all just get together in the park? You can bring your children. I'll work your kids out too. It don't matter to me, you know what I'm saying? And it was a free service, and we wrapped it around nutrition. At that time, I was doing Herbalife. Shout out to all my people who are still doing it. We're really close. Yeah. So that was a way for us to connect and to talk about nutrition.
Perfect.
To the community.
Well, that's the one thing that I love about doing the group activities is because it's all about accountability. Like when you have someone that's like, why aren't you doing this? Why didn't you come or whatever? That's when it's like, okay, maybe I need to. With that, I know that Mandi has actually started back training with the Fit Mom with Crystal Lewis. How is that going?
Oh my gosh, Crystal is a beast.
Yes, she is a beast.
She is so sweet, and I love training with Crystal because Crystal gets me out my element. When I think that I can do another burpee, she's like, you got 5 more in you. She always believes in you, and I feel like she pushes me to the next limit. And that's the good thing about Crystal. Crystal, she knows her business, and even though we're friends, she's not easy on me at all.
No, not at all. Well, I was telling him in the first episode when I was talking about Crystal how we had our Zumba class. Before we would come into Zumba, she was in there getting it in before she taught the class.
Yes, she was.
So I can only imagine how she's pushing you. So.
Oh, my goodness. She's amazing. I love you, Crystal.
Yeah, so shout out to Crystal. So one thing that I do have the guests do is just so we can have, allow the people the opportunity to get to know you better is I have you select an article. It can be an article. It can be anything that interests you. And yours was on positive thinking,
Right.
which I thought was perfect, honestly, when I read the article, because I told you when we did the party in pink and I gave you a shout out, I have never seen you have a bad day. You always have a smile on your face. So why did you choose that article with positive thinking?
I chose that article because, one, I'm very intrigued with the mind. I'm intrigued with how the psychology part of the mind. And I feel like people, they're always like, oh, I'm in a bad mood, or I let such and such get to me. I always say that you're in control of your mind.
Yep.
So positive thinking goes far, and you can switch that stuff. I'm not saying that it's not okay to have a bad day or a bad moment, but don't fester it and let that control your whole entire day. So
it's a lot of power in words and thinking.
Oh, it's a lot of power in it, and that's what I do. Trust me. With 5 boys, I'm crazy sometimes, girl. I'm crazy. But when I go out and I'm around people, I just like the positivity of me to shine, because I feel like if you're having a bad day, I can make you have a good day.
Exactly.
Just by smiling at you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I've noticed here. When I first got here, I would just see people in passing. I still try to do it. Some people look at me crazy, but I just want to smile at them. It may help their day just a little bit.
Exactly.
One thing I did like about the article is that it incorporated the positive thinking with sports, love. It broke it down because it's in all facets of life.
Everything you do, you should have a positive lookout. And that's how I try to teach my kids even with sports. So like my youngest son, he's 9, and this is his first time playing flag football.
Oh, wow.
And they've been on this like losing streak for the last like 3 weeks.
Okay.
And he gets off and he's like, ugh. And I'm just like, it's okay. You're learning right now. But if you keep going out there working hard and you have a good outlook on it and go in there just knowing I'm going to give it my best, each week you're going to get better.
Exactly.
You just have to have the positive. A negative will bring you down.
It will bring you completely down.
It will bring you down.
And it'll just bring on more negativity.
There you go.
It really will.
All right. So why not be positive?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I think really just with having this series here, I just love the fact that I've been able to showcase all the individuals that I know in the fitness community and just showcase their positive, what I think is best about them. With you, I think it's always just your positive nature that you have. You're so encouraging, just so supportive all the time.
She's making me blush.
Oh, my God. It's true, though. And so that just really, you want to keep those type of people around.
You do. Especially when it comes to fitness. Fitness is hard.
Yes.
Because when people are coming together, it's people branching out and getting out of their comfort zone.
Yep.
I might not be the fitness level as the next person, and a lot of people go into fitness thinking that.
Exactly.
So if you have positive instructors, positive people around you, it makes that person feel comfortable.
They feed off of that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get to where she's at.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna keep moving and keep going, and eventually you just see so much life come out of that person because they're getting so much better. Not even with just losing the weight.
Exactly.
Just with everything, it just changes their whole personality.
I'm glad you said that, because that was the one thing I was going to touch on, where a lot of people, when they think about fitness, they automatically look at results, the physical results.
Right.
It can be mental too.
What about the mental
Exactly.
aspect of
It could be the change in your thinking that you have.
Yes.
So with that, I just love the article. Definitely, you guys should check it out. I'm hoping that we'll be able to put a link to it.
Oh yeah.
I thought I wrote it
article.
down, the actual title of it, but forgive my sloppy note. Oh, what is positive thinking and why you need it?
Yes.
So you guys should definitely check that out, because when it comes to fitness, that's the key thing, because you may think that you don't have results, but you do.
Right.
So with that being said, we're going to take a little bit of a break, but I'm actually going to touch on one method that you're using now called the keto diet.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to touch on that, say what it is, how she came about doing it, so you guys can learn more about that. So we'll be right back.